This morning we're going to cover the read basics of Mongo, or find basics I should say, and this is very similar to select in SQL Server. So we are going to connect to a database and then do just some basic reading. So the first thing we're going to do is connect to SQL in 6, and we're going to return, let's just say return 5 documents. So I will do db.sqlserver, which is the collection, .find, and then I'm going to limit it to 5. So this is similar to select top 5 star. And for the record, you'll notice that it actually returns everything. I mean, it returns all fields, right? So you have the ID, object ID, financial, and then of course the number. Okay. So let's suppose we don't want to return the object ID as the case in point, and let's show this as we only want to return financial and number. And by the way, one thing I should point out about this. So the other thing that you can do, which I prefer to do because it's more readable, especially when your documents are bigger and longer, is to do .pretty, and you will see what it actually, looks very much like C#, but it looks a lot more readable than this up here. Okay, so that's the pretty operator. It makes your selects or your finds a lot nicer, a lot cleaner. Okay, so we want to return the financial and we want to return the number, but we want to exclude the ID field. So I want to return financial where it's futures, but I want to exclude the ID field. So I'm going to say financial equals futures, which is going to go in, it's going to get, this is like a where clause right here. So this is going to go get all the financial where it equals futures. And then I'm going to say the ID field 0. Now this right here is not a where clause. This is not looking for an ID field that is 0. It's instead saying with the ID field, we're not going to return it. Okay, so we're looking for the financial where the financial equals futures, and the ID field we're going to eliminate. Now there's another way of writing it where I could specify financial 1, number 1, but it's actually just much simpler in this case to say ID is 0 and specify that that's how we're going to return it. And so what you'll see is, wow, it's all 3. You'll see all the financial documents are returned, and you'll see the futures, the numbers, but we don't have the ID field. The ID field has been eliminated. Now we can also apply other operators as well. So notice that we have a numeric field. So we could look at db.sqlserver.find, and let's look for the number, and let's say that the number is greater than, let's say 5. Okay, and then .pretty. And 1 second, I'm missing a operator here. It is right there. Okay, and it returns 7, 9, and it looks like 11 on the numbers. Okay, so that's actually a very helpful error message as far as actually says the thing. I was thinking it was a bracket. One of the things about brackets and parentheses is they all come together. So what we can do is we can specify, this is a case of a numeric field. We can say, okay, the number, and we're going to say greater than 5. Or actually greater than 5. This one's inaccurate. We can do less than, we can do operators such as that, or equal to, etc. But what's useful about that is you can apply that to not only numbers, but you can also apply that to text as well. So if you think about things like an alphabetical order, there you go. So these are some of the basics here. What we have is we can make our Outlook pretty. As you can see, this, in my opinion, is a lot more readable, but some people might be a little bit different. We can limit our results, so you'll .find.limit. We can filter based on, we can apply this filter. It's very similar to the where clause. We can say, hey, we only want something where it equals this. And then we can also eliminate fields as well. We can sit there and say, hey, I don't want, this ID field. I only want something else. So these are some basics, and like I said, this is not meant in any way, shape, or form to be comprehensive whatsoever. So as you experiment and play around, you'll find other operators. It's very similar to SQL Server, and oh, I can do this, oh, I can do this. But those are some basics that should get you up and running on your queries.